people, think about that statement that I just said to you, right? We're a country that's run by paper money that's continuing to be made with nothing backing it. And now, all of a sudden, there's a crisis of quote-unquote enough money to pay the public officials who we call the Secret Service the overtime hours and their wages for protecting the president. How did that happen? How do we run out of money as a country that makes money, as a country that have all of these federally funded programs that we do not need? Do you understand that? We do not need half of the programs that take millions and billions of dollars. We're in so much debt. You want to know the actual number? You want to know what the actual number is? It's in the trillions. You can't even fathom how much money that we're in debt. It's in the trillions. You will be amazed to know that we're in debt $13.62 trillion. Come on, y'all, think about that. Why are we in so much debt? What are we doing with the money? Because I believe that all of these Americans are working every single day like worker bees. What's going on with the money? If we are producing services and goods in exchange for wages, and it's on a continual basis, we should not be in debt. Now, another question I always ask is, who are we in debt to? Who do we owe $13 trillion? Now, you're thinking about the country, right? We have the most powerful armed forces in the world. Nobody really want to mess with us, okay? Let's just put that out there, okay? Nobody really want to mess with the United States on some war at this point, okay? If you read, you understand they put sanctions on countries that trying to build nuclear weapons and they're trying to defend themselves from who? Us, quote unquote, or the big boys. You know, because the little guys, they need weapons too. But we as the big boys, we say, no. You can't get the big weapons. We'll go and get these water guns. Y'all gonna fight each other, play on the street over there, whatever you're gonna do. But you're not finna get out of here with the big bombs, and you're not finna create some mass destruction. Okay? That's where sanctions come from. You know, on the Bullhorn Network, I'm gonna break it down to you people that are listeners. Thank you for all my listeners. I'm gonna break it down to the people that are listening that don't understand politics. I'm gonna break it down to you all the way like it's a baby and feed it to you. Because you need to understand what you're reading. You need to understand what you are a part of. And you need to understand where you're spending your money. Everything that you do on a daily basis, you know, is about money. You'll go to your job because, you know, they're going to give you some money. And you're going to do what you can to stay on that job and not get fired because you need another check. So you're a slave to the movement. That's why you got to figure out how to make you some money to get you out of the rat race. A lot of people don't take those opportunities, but we're going to give you some opportunities on this podcast right here, because the big dog is about opportunities. I'm going to give you opportunity, okay? All right? And then when you exercise the opportunity, you want to give it to your best friend. You want to tell your best friend about it. You understand? You want to tell your best friend to come on so y'all can get together and be productive to each other. Holla at the dog. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Big old booty bitch,
Young Thug.
What's next? I'm a skeet on the nigga, gonna catch you. And that's my bestie, my best friend. Go best friend. Nigga living TTG and everything is still on fleek. Bad bitch rolling with me, she gon' smile cause she on fleek. $100,000 at my pay, my shit don't bleed. Yeah. Take them boys to school, swagger number 3. Bitch, I'm bleeding bad, like a bumblebee. Holla, holly, nigga, proceed. I'ma eat that booty just like groceries. Eat on that booty, lay that bitch down like they do it. No type of bitch eat that wood, Supply your bitch, I got pistols, no wood. I want tacos that are making good. Helicopter chopping with the buzz. Stuff them rats inside them if they nudge. Bang that other side, nigga, curse. Have my reefer louder than a speaker. Yeah, my niece is hanging with the Beatles. If you ever find a better keeper. 37 cameras for the sneakers. Going out like Ox or Benny Siegel. Send a cop, I can't wait to mistreat him. Forcing your hoe, I can't wait to mislead him. And beat them, they my people. That's my best friend, that's my best friend. Flex. Big ol' booty bitch message from Texas. What's necessary? I'ma skeet all the nigga gon' catch you. And that's my bestie, my best friend. Go best friend. Nigga living TTG and everything, he still on fleek. Bad bitch rolling with me, she gon' smile cause she on fleek. $100,000 at my pay, my shit don't bleed. Yeah. Let me tell you how I spent a couple hundreds today. I done cut back on that lean, I'm on that him do say. Don't do no talking when you sing, you better shoot in his face. I got 100 bitches that can't wait to replay. Michael Jackson, nigga, Michael Jackson, moonwalking. The slime army, 2 shots. Me a horny goat, I'm bullying at the bull stop. No, I can't get arrested, cause I'm talking about my necklace. I'ma put that bitch in a pot. I'm a dog, they get stuck. My little sister, Dora, he don't like it, chunks and give me love. What up, cuz? Hear your cup, come my bud, bring my buck. Your crew suck, don't got bucks. These ain't drugs, nigga. That's my best friend, Flex. Big ol' booty bitch message from Texas. What's necessary? I'ma skeet all the nigga gon' catch you. And that's my bestie, my best friend. Go best friend. Nigga living TTG and everything, he still on fleek. Bad bitch rolling with me, she gon' smile cause she on fleek. $100,000 at my pay, my shit don't bleed.
Yeah, that was that boy, Young Thug. I don't really like Young Thug that much, you know. In my opinion, you know, he's just a little sweet, man. I don't really talk about the LGBT, community. You know, I have some very, very good friends that are part of it. So I don't really, but some people just kind of eerie to me. I just have to tell the truth. Some people just like, man, I don't really want to be around you. Kind of weird, like you on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like you know how you have, you know what I'm talking about, man. I'm trying, you got to try to be politically correct. When you're talking on these shows and you're giving people information, you don't want to be misinforming people, and you try not to be biased, but sometimes you are, man. Sometimes you fall between the cracks. But it's all right. We always can, get it back together. We always can get on the same page and, get an understanding. Like I said, and all that get an understanding. We always can get understanding, when we sit there and talk to each other about what the problem is. And I don't think that this new music that they have out is really the problem. I really don't even understand how these kids can understand what these boys are saying. It seems like all of them are just mumbling. That's what it sounds like, man. It sounds like them boys are just humming a hymn or tune. I don't know. But they killed me with that. For real. So I'm just like, you can't really take the music and say, okay, well, the music nowadays is influencing these kids to be ignorant. And so that's what they're going to do. They're going to listen to the music and it's gonna turn me. Nah, man. I came up in the era where music was real, real good, and music probably at that time was the most influential music, especially rap at that time, because rap started out pro-black. You have to remember that. It went into the, when Easy and them came along and NWA, it went into a little feuding, but those were just a few groups that was feuding with each other. Everybody wasn't feuding. Everybody didn't have a beef with this dude and a beef with that dude. A lot of music back then that was made by rappers was party music. I can mirror it, like Naughty by Nature and, Will Smith. People think Will Smith is just all movies. Man, Will Smith, right, was the real. He could flow. That dude had a nice tender flow. And he was really good at it, man. So, look him up. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was his show, but that dude can rap, man. He had a song, one of my favorite songs. It was called Summertime. I'll never forget. You know what I'm saying? Summertime. It was hard. You know what I'm saying? You was singing, you had the DJ Jazzy, here it is. Woo, like transform. You know what I'm saying? When you hear stuff like that and you come from that era, it just turn you up already, man. It puts you all the way in the game. Summertime. And then back then, right, they had real gangster music. Okay, like some of these guys, they say, "Oh man, I'm a gangster. I'm really a gangster." You ain't no gangster. You think you're a gangster because you carry a pistol. A pistol does not make you a gangster. Because you're with a gang of guys, that does not make you a gangster. Okay? You need to look it up. You need to try to figure out and understand what it really means to be a gangster. All right, you young guys walking around trying to be tough. Nobody's gangbanging no more. Cut it out. We're moving into the technology where all of these ignorant groups that were just, hanging around with guys that was uneducated, a lot of them, and some guys got out of there, man. I'm proud of a lot of guys that made it out of there, you know what I'm saying, of the hood. They ain't let guys get them, out of control. They hung in there. But you have to remember that we're in the world of technology. We're in the world of cell phones. We're in the world of computers. We're in the world of guys just moving around. We got better things to do, man. People trying to keep up with the internet. And people working from home and shipping and networking and doing all of this stuff and having meetings, and people is moving around. They trying to get off this planet. That's where we at. And some of you boys are still on the corner. Jay-Z told y'all. He told y'all, man. He said, man, don't get killed for a corner of the street that your mom is renting. I hate to have to interpret that to all of you guys, but for you guys that think that you own the street in the corner, this is my street, you running up on people telling them to be over here, man, you don't own that. Your family's renting that. You're renting that space. Because them people come in there and get that property, and what can you do? You don't own it, you ain't paid for it. You might be paying the taxes on it. Or you might be late on that. That's where we are. So some of us had to try to figure out how to enhance our life and stop dragging people's lives down with our old traditions. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to take y'all back real quick, man. Y'all ain't been here in a minute. It's been a long time since, probably some of you guys even heard a song like this right here. When I was coming up, they used to hit you. When it come on, you already knew. You already knew what was going to happen. The club would turn up. Everybody started looking around. The girls would get in position. You know what I'm saying? And if you came in there, if you had a nice truck or something that had some beat in it, you turned it up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to turn it up. I'll be back in a minute. It's the Dawg. Yeah.
20 model with the drink to grow up. Nigga point the hoe out, guaranteed I can fuck. War days, I'm tattooed and barred up. Medallion iced up. Rolex bezeled up, and my pinky ring is platinum plus. Earrings be trillion cut, and my grill be slugged up. My heart deal with anger, cause nigga I don't give a fuck. Stack my cheese up, cause one day I'ma get it street like